Anyone who has spent time at sea knows that satellite communication is essential. To stay in constant contact with staff on shore, as well as shipping authorities as the vessel approaches port, to ensure the crew's safety, and enable them to keep in touch with their family and friends when away for weeks or months at a time.
I cannot imagine not to have the communication system via satellite on board. This is quite crucial to be in the contact, and they know where the ship is, what are we going through, what the speed required for the next port, and this is, with the shipping business, this is quite important messages. I have always the chance to use the satellite telephone in emergency situation, or if I need some answers now in this moment.
During some, we can call this emergency, that we need some spare parts for anything which is very important for the everyday activities in the ship. Ahead of time, we usually make an order of it, and we are using the satellite communication to give the orders to the company or to the charterers.
Most efficient is using the email, that we can sending the messages to the agents, for instance. I can attach some files, crew lists, and so on, and using the email as or the Sky file is much easier for me, and it's much more efficient than it was before.
The more time the ship spends in the harbour, the less money it makes. We provide the satellite systems and software to help ship managers complete and send all necessary regulatory and commercial data before they even reach the port. Today, shipping companies have to comply with an increasing number of regulations and processes, answering requests rapidly and accurately. Our services enable smooth coordination for cost-efficient operations at sea and in the port.
Before cargo operation, it's nice to have this email to get the loading plan already from the planner from shoreside, to arrange pilots, to arrange the berth or arrival time. For these cases, email is of course very helpful.
Since I started with this company, I've been using this prepaid card, this is a scratch card, so we just dial these 12-digit PIN numbers to the satellite phone. I check my Skype email once, twice a day. Then also, that's one way of keeping in touch with my family and some other colleague from the other sister ships of this vessel.
For me, it's a totally new impression to have this internet access on board, because on my last ship we only had the Skyfile mail, and now we can browse on pages like Facebook or news pages if they have a mobile version. And so for me it's nice because I can get more detailed information than with this news link what we usually have on the ships.
Every time that there is a chance, I will be doing this phone call to my family, especially to my wife. We are using the satellite phones. For example, the one that you are using now is Vizada. If there is a celebration for us, especially birthday or something that I miss, I really miss my wife, I miss my father, then that's the time that I would make the call.
Vizada Solutions are designed to optimize basic connectivity services.
Satellite communication these days is simply crucial. Without, you cannot run the ship any longer, because the agencies, the ports, everybody wants to have information well in advance. We need to contact the vessel at any time to support the ship once they experience some problems. We have Vizada Skyfile on every ship of the fleet. We are quite satisfied, as the Skyfile is very easy to use, that the captains and officers do not need long time to familiarize with the system, and it's also cost efficient and reliable. The crew morale is certainly increased by good communication methods on board. Satellite communication is a very good and now these days quite cost efficient method already to stay in touch. I think this Skyfile MyMail would be the best solution, because there they will have good opportunities to set some filters to filter big emails, to filter spam from the beginning, and to choose what they like and what they don't like. We are planning to introduce the Skyfile antivirus on the whole fleet. The regular daily updates for Skyfile antivirus, they are distributed on email, which makes it very convenient for us to have an antivirus system on board which is all the time up to date. Yeah, and we would like to use more and more internet services for all the crew.
It's time to move on towards the next port of call. At Vizada, we don't just provide the means to communicate at sea. We fine-tune these systems to meet the ship's specific requirements, increase operational efficiency, reduce costs, keep the crew happy, meet regulatory specifications, and more.